This video on screen here, every compliment I've ever received in my entire life as a guy has been picking up so much steam. I have been seeing it on my YouTube recommended for a very long time, so I thought, why not sit down and we're going to react to it today. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you were new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels. Let's check out what this video is all about, okay? So we have today's presentation. Every single compliment that I've ever received in my entire life as a guy. It's probably going to, dude, it's a 3-minute video. What is it going to be, like one compliment ever?
Okay, look, you know why you're here. But first, a question you might have is, how do you remember all the compliments that you've ever received? Yeah, firstly, if you ask that question, you're definitely a girl, okay?
I was actually just thinking that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there's been more compliments that I'm not remembering throughout my life, but man, out of like my entire life, I remember every single significant compliment that I've ever received by a girl.
Okay, how do I know? I've seen how you ladies are always complimenting each other. You compliment each other multiple times a day, as if you got a daily word count you have to meet.
You know what's crazy too is so many times that they're just flat out lying to each other. That's my favorite thing. Oh, I wish I could remember the actress's name right now. There was something from a TV show that's been going around, like at the time of recording this video, which is October 5th, and people are like, "Oh my god, this chick stunned in this new show," and it's like every other guy is just like in the comments like. Can you believe how they just flat out lie to each other? And everyone's going crazy. It's crazy.
Only get compliments if they saved someone's life, or if they straight up just fucking died. So yeah, half the compliment.
Even then, it's a little tough. You don't even necessarily get one then.
A dude will ever receive are in past tense. Like, yeah, Timmy was a good guy. Yeah, well, Timmy's dead. So what now? Guys getting compliments doesn't happen often. It's like, I don't know, getting into a car accident. If you ask,
honestly, like, I mean, like a truthful, genuine compliment. Like, my wife compliments me all the time. It's different when you're married, right? But like, I'm talking about just like a genuine compliment. I remember the vast majority of them. I'm sure that there's some that's skipping my memory that I've gotten throughout my entire life. Like, I remember when I was a kid, something that I've heard throughout my life is that I have a nice smile, apparently, and I remember to this day, even as a kid, I'm 27 years old. I remember to this day a girl stopping and actually telling me that I have a really, really, really nice smile. Ever since then, I was like, I was happy to smile.
Anyone, how many times they've been in a car accident, they'll be able to tell you how many times and how they happened. Therefore, guys will remember each compliment they have ever received without fail. They'll forget a lot of things, you know. Ask any dude, when's your dad's birthday? 50-50 chance they know it. But ask them,
honestly, and especially like any of your friends, right? Excuse me for the jump cut. I had a phone call there.
When was the last time you got a compliment without fail? Well, I mean, it was back in June of 2018.
Yeah, dude, literally, I remember like the very first, like, I mean, I've only been DM'd so many times in my entire life, but I remember I can recite to you every single one of those conversations, like word for word what was said to me, man. It's crazy.
1 p.m., partly cloudy, humidity 55%. Not only will they never forget that, their self-esteem is single-handedly being held up by that one compliment they got 8 years ago.
Yep, and I would imagine a lot of you could understand this for those of you watching the video or any guys watching the video out there. A lot of the time when we talk about like, oh my god, guys receive compliments so little that blank, a lot of people draw the comparison to like if somebody has a favorite shirt or like a favorite watch or something like that. If there is a girl, and this is what I always talk about with the channel too, like when we talk about relationships and stuff, it's incredible how much influence women can have over guys. Like a lot of them have no idea, man. All you can say is, hey, that's a nice watch. He'll wear that watch until the end of time. That'll be his favorite watch. Just because one girl complimented it. It's crazy how we're built. It's insane, man. And a lot of people, like, if they're wearing a shirt, you see them in a shirt, like, often, they've probably received a compliment on that.
Now that I think about it, you ever see a guy whose shirt is way too...
I haven't watched this video. I promise. I haven't watched this video before coming onto this, but it goes to prove my point.
For him. Yeah, well, we fit him perfectly 5 years ago on that one Monday when that one girl said it looked good on him, okay? The only way he'll stop wearing that shirt is if he loses it. Anyway, back to the
But then he would even go out and like actively search for a shirt that mimics that to as closely as you could possibly get.
Let's define what actually counts as a compliment. Rule number 1, it has to be completely out of the blue. Nothing can be said to prompt the compliment. That means I can't have been fishing for compliments, and it doesn't count if I compliment them first and they give me one back.
That's true. That's your tie looks all right, I guess. That's a lot of what a lot of people would receive. But yeah, any like sort of fishing for compliments, that doesn't count. Like, we all remember our hard, natural compliments. And it's crazy, man. It's always crazy how like little guys end up getting complimented because my boys and I always compliment each other all the time. It's like insane.
Also, I'm not going to count it if the compliment was said to get something out of me, because then it isn't genuine. For example, back in high school, people used to say, hey, you're good at maths? How do I do this question?
Oh, I was never somebody to receive that. I wasn't good at math, but I always kind of felt bad for those guys. Like, you know, because you could just tell that girls were using them sometimes. And then they would always be like, because guys are so starved for affection most of the time, they're like, okay.
Rule number 2, it doesn't count if it comes from certain people. No guys, because I go to a gym, and gym bros will be like, oh bro, today you're looking massive, wholesome, but I won't count it.
But a lot of times that's truthful. A lot of times that could be truthful. Like last night, for example, at the time recording this video, I just had a bunch of friends over. We were watching the UFC card, and then one of my friends and I, we started wrestling, and all we did was compliment each other afterwards about how strong we got.
Okay, so believe it or not, version 1 of this video was telling you each compliment I've gotten and when it happened, one by one. However, reading compliments about myself out loud is so painful, it's impossible.
Yeah.
So instead, here's a text version for you to have.
Alright, so nice eyelashes in year 9 of PE class. Wow. Pretty fingernails. I wouldn't really want to receive that compliment. Girl told me that she liked the way I added volume to my hair. Some other girl told me that she liked my hair and it made me look hot. Complimented my choice of watch on the train. Yeah, I've gotten compliments on a watch before. I've gotten comments like, and I know how this is going to sound, but I think I got better looking as time's gone on. So, like, growing up, and I've been in the same relationship for 10 years. Dude, you know what's crazy? I've never received more compliments in my life than when I've been married. It's ridiculous. You know how people talk about, like, oh, the wedding ring? Like, oh, it's accurate, and it's bothersome sometimes. You know what I mean? Like it's vindictive sometimes, you know? Complimented my choice of watch on the train. Girls said I look jacked after seeing each other again after a few years. Told me that I look good in a red shirt and that I should wear it more often. Yep, that's... Oh, sorry, my face cam's covering a little bit of that. It told me that I looked good in a red shirt and that I should wear it more often. Dude, I guarantee you, he's worn the color red for his entire life after that. And he kept that red shirt, wants to wear it as much as possible.
There is one moment that I did leave out. Mainly because I wasn't sure if it could be counted as a compliment or not. Someone back in high school said I have a good body, but not a good face. Yeah.
Wow! You know what? We're so starved for attention sometimes, we're so starved for affection sometimes that we would take that.
Yeah, I think we take those, okay?
But hang on. Like, this is where, like, I don't understand the state of people. Like, how could you just say that to somebody? I would never in a million years, like, obviously I wouldn't just go around complimenting girls because I'm married at this point in my life, but even before that, I wouldn't have gone up to a girl where it's like, yeah, you know what? I like your body, but your face could use some work. But, depending on the girl, that game would work. And I don't want to hear any girls in the comment section telling me how disgusting that is, okay? Maybe it is a little bit, but, you know, you get my point. There are so many broken people that would work for some particular people. But, I mean, just, like, I can't drag myself to be mean like that to people, you know?
I'll take any point I can get. And something I haven't mentioned is that, and this might be the case for you as well, I am super awkward when it comes to taking a compliment. Like, it's actually bad.
That's even worse. That's going to make you get less compliments. Is it really that hard to just say thank you? That's what I've said then whenever I received compliments.
For example, after I got that one compliment about my eyelashes, I said, oh, you have a nice,
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's the worst way you can respond. Actually, one compliment that I've received my entire life, but it's not... I can't point it to you right now because they're very, very messy, but my wife likes to do my eyebrows, and then I've never, like, looked at somebody's eyebrows in my entire life, but that's something that women pay attention to, apparently. And throughout my entire life, that's probably what I've gotten compliments on the most since I've been with my wife, which, again, is about a decade. But, like, right now, it's not a good point because they're all messy. But, hey, if you're following the channel, pay attention because they'll be done and they'll look excellent. That's what I get complimented the most about women.
I like you. Thank you. That was the shortened version, by the way. In actuality, that interaction lasted 22 seconds. You're lucky I didn't make you sit there and watch all of it, okay? Now you might be thinking, so why even make this video? Why tell us about all the compliments in your entire life?
Well, this video's... As it hit millions of views, I've been seeing this, like, blowing up on my page, and that's why I wanted to react to it today, because this is something that every single guy can relate to. Everybody remembers the compliments that they've had. It's insane how little that we actually get complimented throughout our life. Unless you're, like, again... Unless you're, like, one of those, like, top-tier guys, and I don't mean to even come from that from the sense of, like, you know, those guys that make the YouTube videos where it's like, oh, yeah, unless you're a high-value man, which those exist, but I just don't want to come off like that. Like, you need to be like a top tier guy to consistently get complimented by women, because again, I remember it. I remember all of them, and I guarantee you watching this video, if you're a guy, you remember it as well.
Look, if you win an Oscar, are you not allowed
Excuse
to
me.
show people the statue? Okay? Am I not allowed to show off a tiny bit? Yeah, anyway, I plan to be back in 10 years' time to give you a part 2.
Dude, I could probably, to be honest with you, I could probably count on one hand, like, not, well, I mean, the amount. I feel like throughout my life, and I don't want to sound egotistical with this, I feel like I've received more compliments than the average person. I have always been told that I've had a nice smile. I've had my fair share of, like, natural DMs back in the day. I've gotten compliment on clothes that I've worn. It's it's funny now, because now making this video, now thinking about this, I haven't been able to throw away some of those clothes because I've gotten bigger as time's gone on too. There are certain clothes that I know that I've had compliments on that I still have to this day. It's just funny how we work like that, eh? But it was a little bit of an interesting video. I don't know how we made this into an over 8-minute reaction, but it's funny. We all like share that same experience a little bit. Let me know what compliments you have received down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to talk a little bit more about, like, I guess this could fit into the whole dating realm, we made another video right here. I'd love to have you over there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care, everybody.